Or we just keep passing by enemies on other sides.
Yeah. Okay, so if that's where it was supposed to be, then...
Alright, so maybe it is one of those cases where we have to, like, put the key in one at a time, so...
Maybe. Okay, so let's head back and...
Yep. So, over on Matheson, making our way to Levin.
Oh, by the way, since we actually haven't said this officially on the podcast, and now we can't actually say it because I was a bit of a doofus and didn't realize, happy 1,000 subscribers, Romney.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how the hell that happened.
Your guess is as good as mine. Like, there was actually a point when we started the podcast on YouTube where I did follow everybody's subscribers, and I didn't necessarily chalk it up to that because it could have been your content too. But it was actually really cool, like, when we would put a podcast out and be able to see you guys as subscribers grow.
Yeah.
Or when we did Gaming with the Geeks. Like, the thing that blows my mind is a lot of people would think, like, the Night Trap video we did was the most popular one, or Smash Bros. No, the most popular Gaming with the Geeks that we did was the one that Rami recommended, which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That one did the best.
Well, never underestimate the JoJo fan base.
Which, it's just one of those things that makes me really sad that we lost the footage for Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
Because that had a lot of really great moments.
Yep. And J-Stars, that was the...
Yeah, the J-Stars, we lost that one too.
Yeah, which
that
again...
sucked.
Yeah, that game was a disappointment. Dropped $50 on that.
Well, the game itself was disappointing, but the reactions we got out of it were priceless.
Yeah, especially to the laughable excuse that they call split screen.
Yeah. It's actually one of those things that's making me question whether or not I'm going to get Jump Force.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already reluctant.
I mean, it's got some cool character announcements, but...
Oh, so that's what those mean.
What did you mention?
Well, the circle is one key, the line is maybe the location, and the arrow pointed to another key, so the line, that's a location.
So there you go. Somewhere in that alleyway is where the key is.
Okay, it didn't click before, because I thought that was from a different note.
Okay. We can play video games, Romney. We can play them.
Yeah. One nightmare scenario I kind of always both want to see but also worry about is if someone decides to make an RPG that has, like, the dungeon puzzles, but the puzzles are like Professor Layton puzzles.
Okay, yeah, now I have that fear too.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's like, okay, that would be like the hardest of hardcore games, but at the same time, I kind of want to see, like, either a JRPG or like a Legend of Zelda sort of game.
I'll pick it up.
Like a Legend of Zelda sort of game, but instead of the puzzles being like, oh, push this block here, it's like, no, it's like, you have to solve, like, the Professor Layton style puzzles.
Because here's the thing, like, I like the Layton series because there are puzzles that I felt genuinely rewarded finishing, but then there are those other ones that make you go, motherfucker, I hate this puzzle!
Yeah, and so now I'm just imagining, like, either a JRPG or, like, a Legend of Zelda type game where the dungeons... Instead of it like, oh, use this item you found to solve the puzzle, it's like, oh no, you've got to solve these complex math equations to get through this dungeon.
Yeah, and those are the ones that usually get me, because math was never my strongest suit.
Yeah, because there would be, like, the math equations ones, the riddles one,
the other one that gets me is, like, math and geometrical. Like, when you have, no, I'm not talking a basic shapes kind of puzzle. Anybody can do those, but... like anything involving geometrical kind of design. So like you have to know what an isosceles triangle is. That's where I get fucked over. Yeah,
and I kind of just want to say, because when you think about it, if you're designing a dungeon to keep people out, those would be the kind of puzzles you would put in. Like ones that will break a person's brain.
That's the sad truth. Thankfully, video game designers have never realized this.
Well, give it time. I'm sure now that I've said it, somebody's gonna put up something like that on
now
Steam.
We have some. I mean, I already know that I have indie devs following my channel. So at that point, like, you've already given them an idea.
Yeah.
And now I'm really worried that they'll do something with it. How about you, Team Disaster, who made the Captain Disaster games and is already working on something else?
Yeah. And I mean, when you think about it, it's something that could work, because I can imagine even if you did something like Tomb Raider with those types of puzzles, because again,
oh jeez,
if you're wanting to keep someone from stealing your stuff,
like we're talking old school Tomb Raider, not the new stuff, but like an old school Tomb Raider doing that. Oh man, that actually might get me to play the Tomb Raider games if that were the case. Like, I'll play the reboot. I like the reboot, but that's about as far as I go. I am not interested in Big Boob Lara. All right.
Take that, you stupid bat thing.
See, I want to say it's like a bird because it's got a beak.
Yeah, bird, bat thing. It's like something out of like your
thing is probably how everything's gonna get described in this game.
Yep. Basically, bird, bat thing, rejected prop from your Hunter from the Future.
Yeah, this is true. I had to think about it for a second there. Yeah, that works.
Because he's the man.
He is, in fact.
Now I feel dumb.
Hey. Now I'm worried that there's dogs in here. Okay.
Oh, there's a sign.
All right then. Somebody tried. Ew. Tried to slam dunk a dog's head.
Yeah. Well, help.
Okay, I think that's the key right next to him. There you go, Key of Woodman.
Yep, gotta complete that Wizard of Oz reference there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Scarecrow, Lion, Woodman. Okay.
Yep, because people think, oh, the Tin Man. Well, technically his character is the Tin Woodsman. Because he was a woodcutter before he, you know, hacked off his limbs repeatedly and got basically had so many prostheses put on his body.
That's why so many kids were confused back when I was growing up of like, why does it have an axe? It's a robot. Why would it have an axe? Because it was a Tin Woodsman.
Yep, and that's the idea. I mean, and again, that's the layer of references with a lot of literary works, is that the idea behind the Tin Woodsman is not, oh, he's a robot. It's like, no, he was once human, but because of the amount of times he's injured himself and had so many prostheses put in, he doesn't feel like he's human anymore, and that's his whole dilemma as a character. Which was actually kind of a funny thing that happened with me in childhood, is like, I don't know if people have noticed this, but a lot of fairy tales have woodsmen that are like the hero of it. And so at that point in my head, like, woodsmen were like to me, they were a fairy tale equivalent of a superhero. And so it was like the woodsman. Yeah. You know, like the guy just wielded his axe like a freaking superhero. And so at that point, it's like, wow, like, look at Little Red Riding, because I think there is a variation of Little Red Riding Hood where the woodsman saves the day. There is not Snow White. But there are variations where the woodsman will come in and save the day. Yeah, like either woodsman or huntsman.
Or huntsman.
I mean, that's why we had a Snow White and the Huntsman sequel with only Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that was not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, especially doesn't help when you effectively castrate your main villain halfway through the movie.
I mean, technically it didn't hurt Chris Hemsworth because, well, Chris Hemsworth is Thor, so there's really not much that could hurt that career anymore.
Nah. His brother, on the other hand, though...
Oh, well, there's a whole other story.
Yeah.
I've actually been getting into debates with people as to whether or not Chris Hemsworth will be hurt by Men in Black International.
He was in the Ghostbusters. Of course it's not gonna hurt.
If he was the dumbass in the Ghostbusters, nothing could hurt that career. I mean, you and me both pretty much agreed that character was dumb. And what? Oh, okay, so now we're in cutscene mode. It's getting dark again. What's going on?
Well, at least we've got the flashlight. But
oh no, are we gonna have to do this shit again?
And that's why I'm pulling out the pipe.
Great, we're gonna have to deal with little people with kitchen knives.
This time I've got a pipe.
I've got a bloody pipe! Oh, that's helpful. Please grab both of those bottles.
I'm trying if I can get past this chair.
Yeah. It's okay, you'll continue to try. Damn you, chair!
Okay, nothing here.
Okay, so... if there's anything in here, we are blocked off.
There it is.
Door. Yep, get that pipe ready to go.
Okay.
Well, Romney, to follow the blood, or to not follow the blood.
Let's see. We're currently facing that way, so we do need to go somewhat downward in order to get to Midwich Elementary. So that is a dead end.
I mean, part of me wants to be that stereotypical one guy in a movie theater. Doesn't matter if you're black or not. Who's like, oh, hell no! Don't you dare go down that alleyway, Romney!
Problem is we don't have much choice.
Yeah, no. See this little thing right here? It's called a plot thread. And it's
okay,
just
we are
tugging.
going in the right way. And of course,
thud.
I equip the pipe, and they send the airborne enemy.
I'm starting to think that the YouTube videos were correct. That this game is self-aware.
I know you're coming.
Yeah. And it wouldn't surprise me if this game actually did have the challenge of, like, you have to kill everything before you can advance.
Well, I know the early Silent Hill games didn't have that, but I definitely know Homecoming had that sort of thing.
Resident Evil didn't either, but if there are bosses would always have that restriction. Like, you can't get the item that you're looking to get. Unless it was the snake boss in Resident Evil. People still tell me to this day you can skip that boss.
Yeah, you can.
I've never been able to pull it off.
I've been able to. It's not easy, but it's doable.
Yeah, I always get wrapped up. And then at that point, I'm just effed, so I'm just like, screw it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at my, at some of the, oh wait, I don't know if I have all the footage, but the footage I have from my Monster Clash showed me dodging the snake, and in my rocket launcher run, I avoided the snake.
Well, that's the reboot, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the reboot, but I'm
talking the classic one.
Yeah, it's possible in the classic.
Okay.
Again, it's not easy, but it's doable.
Dude, I've tried. I can't do it. So if you can do it, you're a freaking hardcore saint as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, again, it ain't easy, but it's doable, and you are gonna get bit. It's just it's a lot harder in the original. Because the remake, if you're playing as Jill, you can do it by helping Richard. Yeah.
But let's just be honest. A lot of the fights in the remake were made a lot more, I don't want to say simpler, but they were made a lot more streamlined because of what you could do with the new engine.
Yeah. But yeah, I was able to do it in the original. It isn't easy. Like,
no.
Either as Chris or Jill, because you have to really bait the snake into an area of the room before you can do it, but it's doable. It just takes a lot of trial and error. I'll have to dig up the footage, because I know I did it during my playthroughs of the original, so I'll have to actually dig it up.
Oh. Come out of here, you little birdie bastard. We know you're there.
Come on, you Joel Schumacher reject.
It's gonna come out of nowhere going, you will feel my bad nipples!
Okay, so we're on Midwich Street, so
wow, for a second there, that street sign for... This just tells you the guys the day I've had. That read like Sandwich Street to me. Like, I must be getting hungry.
Well, at least we know we're headed the right way.
Yeah.
Because we're on the right road for the elementary school.
Okay.
Unless this area is blocked off.
Which, I mean, can you put it past this game to do it? And birdie. Birdie? Oh, jeez, that's not helpful. Oh, and dogs were following us the entire time.
Right, let's check our ammo situation. Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna need to make a break for it.
Yes, indeed. We've only got 9 spare bullets left, and 11 are loaded in.
But Mommy, I don't want to go to school today. Okay, we're almost there.
Almost there.
So,
knowing this
should be coming up on the turn. Right? Oh, there we go. Or not. Did we pass it? No, we're right there.
Just took a bit of an early turn. There we go.
And already the radio's going off. Oh, hi, doggy. Okay. Well, we've made the jump, Romney. Was it a good idea for us to go into the school?
Well, good or bad, we don't have much choice.
We're
'cause we gotta
here.
find the little girl.
But my daughter, we've got to find her. Wow, that is an old school map. Not that map, that one.
Yeah, but at least now we have a map of the school.
Yes, this is true.
All right, let's take stock of our items here. We're in the red. We've got
Bullets.
3, so...
Yeah, let's just use one.
All right.
We've thankfully still got the pipe and the kitchen knife, so we can still use those if we need to.
So we've got 20 shots in total. Let's take the pipe. So hopefully we may be able to find some ammo, but given that this is a school...
It might be a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go down the spooky, scary hallway.
Let's see. So we've got classrooms, teachers' rooms, bathrooms. That's the courtyard is ahead.
Something tells me the second we walk out into that courtyard, it's just going to be like a little hole for the dogs. Oh, hi. Well, you're new.
This is for earlier in the game.
Exactly. Oh, hi. Oh, jeez. What are you doing? And they're faceless.
Yeah.
And they get up!
Because they had to change the design in order to fit within censorship guidelines. Because in the original, they were kids.
Oh, they were legit children?
Yep.
Oh, man, I heard the movie did something like that, but they weren't able to get away with it.
Yeah, I know with these creatures specifically for the Western release, they were in the Japanese release, they were children, but they even had to change it for the Japanese release.
Yeah, that wouldn't have flown in either country. Okay. I'm not even sure what to make of the music right now because it feels like it's an indicator that like you're still not safe.
All right, well, let's check the map. Well, there's only one other way. Oh,
Yeah.
There's the clock tower, so the clock tower may be worth exploring.
But not the video game series, so don't worry about that, guys. Tower door is locked. Hands are stopped at 10.
That seems like a
this
hit.
is going to be a time puzzle, isn't it?
Some sort of time puzzle.
Yeah. Golden Sun.
Sun.
Again, not the video game series. Golden Sun, and then we have a Silver Moon. Yep, we're already going to be looking for items, it looks like.
Yep. And not of the pocket monster variety.
No.
Get off me, you...
Do we just hear another human in here? I thought I heard somebody screaming or moaning.
That was the creature as it latched on my leg.
Okay, alright. Oh, jeez. And we're in the red again. These guys are relentless. Okay, well that's dead.
Still got his buddy there.
Okay. Just kick them while they're down. There you go.
Yeah, but now, again, given that they were originally children, again, for all we know, Harry could have just gone crazy and could be in a school. Which makes this game disturbingly relevant.
Lock is jammed. Well, the other problem that I see that they could have had with it is, unfortunately, look at where they're attacking you and how they're attacking you. In this current day's internet, you know that there'd be a dozen jokes about it. And they'd all be kind of inappropriate. A friend in need. And he's bleeding tears.
Looks kind of like Stephen King's face. Like without the glasses.
Yeah, kind of. But it's just pixelated enough that I don't think Stephen King would have flipped out.
Yeah, and even if it was his face, I don't think he would have too much of a problem with it.
Lock is jammed. Lock is jammed. This definitely wants you to only go in one room.
Yep.
Okay, lock is jammed.
So all the teachers' rooms are off limits. That leaves the bathroom.
Oh, because good things always happen in bathrooms in horror games.
And we're
dead.
At least this game has the continue function.
Yes. Wow, we've died twice in this game. If you find the night scenes too dark, try increasing the brightness level in the options menu. Gee, you think?
Yeah, but that's probably its way of saying, like, hey, if you find it too difficult, I mean, no one will know.
Yeah, right. Yay, continue.
Yeah, it's like a sharp contrast to the other sorts of games where they're just like, oh no, we want you to adjust the brightness to just this way to make it as hard as possible.
Yeah.
All right, well, we know what awaits in the courtyard, so let's maybe avoid the courtyard this time and save some health. So.
Or can we? Oh, yeah, never mind. We can, because it's the hallway.
Whoop.
Huh?
Didn't notice
Yeah, that was
but I guess
weird.
because we didn't go this way.
Yes, reload your pipe.
Well,
We definitely need you to reload the pipe.
yeah. Let's see if there are any items of import here.
Oh, yeah.
It's written in blood.
Alchemy Laboratory, 10 o'clock. Gold in an old man's palm, the future hidden in his fist. Exchange for sage's water.
So we know it's something tied to an old man is where the sun is.
Yeah.
And there's even more bloody stuff.
Lots of bloody stuff, in fact. It's written in blood. 12 o'clock, a place with songs and sound. A silver guidepost is untapped in lost tongues, awakening at the ordained order.
Okay. And this one?
Okay. 5 o'clock, darkness that brings the choking heat. Flames render the silence, awakening the hungry beast. Open time's door to beckon prey.
So that tells us that opening the door is going to trigger a boss scene. And we know that the gold is referring to the golden sun in an old man's palm.
Yeah.
Silver in a site like with songs and sounds, so obviously the music room.
So something tells me that once we find the golden sun, it's going to become noon. Or it's going to become 12. And then after that, it's going to be 5. And that's just going to be because now we can open the door.
Well, either that or it's referring to the directions, maybe.
Maybe.
'Cause
Like the objects could actually manipulate it.
Yeah, because think about it. If we use the clock tower as a reference, 12 o'clock that would be straight north. 10 o'clock that would be off center. So, and then 5 o'clock would be somewhere down. Well,
Probably like where the clock tower is.
so my guess, the bathroom is, given that was where we saw something. Oh, there's also something here.
Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting. It's a picture of a door. I don't know who drew it, but it is certainly in bad taste.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, just the kind of thing you want to see in a school. Like, nice and wholesome.
Yeah, and convoluted. As
You mean
crap.
like the American education system? See, I knew we'd find some bullets here.
I see what you did there, Romney. And I'm not holding you down because of it. Because that was hilarious. Alright, so... Now, I noticed that there was an infirmary on there. It might be a good idea to hit the infirmary. Just to get some extra pills.
Yep.
Or to get some extra health drinks, sorry.
So that was the entrance. So that means this be the infirmary. Hopefully there will be items of import.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, there's a bed. There's another
There's
bed.
another one.
And a first aid kit.
Well, at least it's an infirmary and not a morgue.
So we've got the first aid kit.
That's helpful. Okay, can we open that? Ooh, health drink. Can we open it again for another health drink? Oh.
Looks like that was all there was. But we also have a save point.
Yeah, which we actually probably need because we are running out of time. So no. There we go.
So now we're in the infirmary, and so we've been at this for about
almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Well, unfortunately, we need to call it for now. But when we come back, we'll continue to explore the Midwich Elementary School in Silent Hill.